Hi, I'm Bucks County District Attorney Matt Weintraub. It is such a gorgeous spring day out there today, so that reminded me that we should be talking with my good friend Mike Bannon, who is the Executive Director of Bucks County Consumer Protection. Mike and I today would like to tell you a little bit about some traveling home improvement scams and contractors that may be out there. For the record, the majority of home improvement contractors out there are honest, law-abiding people, but we want to make sure that you're protected and be safe. Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Matt, and thanks for putting out this segment today. It's important information for residents.
And could you start off by giving us some tips of things that people should look out for if home improvement contractors are contacting them or vice versa?
Sure, absolutely. The spring tends to be the time where many residents do a lot of home improvement contractor work, which is great. And I suspect this year, after being locked up for so long, that we expect a boom in this business of home improvement contracting in our region. The thing I worry about is the scams that are attached to the contractors. And like you said, there's many really good contractors out there, but unfortunately there's some scoundrels out there that will try to take advantage of residents. And in particular, I talked about the traveling contractor scam that many of the viewers may have had, where unsolicited somebody knocks on your door and says that maybe they could do some driveway work. They have some equipment or some material left over and they can do your driveway really cheap, or perhaps they can do landscaping or roofing work. It's an unsolicited knock on your door is alarming to me, and it's really, really important that residents do their homework and not necessarily bite at this kind of strategy.
So that's great, and you've hit it on the head, Mike. When you say residents should do their homework, I think it's fair to say that there are some times when you may end up using an unsolicited contractor. But before you do, there are certain steps that every homeowner should take. And what are some of those steps to protect themselves?
Well, first you should check with the Commonwealth, with Pennsylvania, to make sure that your home improvement contractor is registered with the Pennsylvania Attorney General's website. We have information at Bucks County Consumer Protection about how to get to that website, but you need to get on that website and find at least 3 contractors that are registered and insured with the Attorney General's office. That way we know where to find them. They've been here and they're established, so that's really important. The other thing that residents can do is understand the scope of the work that you're going to be getting. You want to do your homework in advance and understand that if you're going to be putting on a roof, the basics of roof installation, so you can come up with a scope of work to share with 3 good registered contractors to get a quote from them. That way you're comparing apples to apples with good contractors. So that's really the important thing. The other thing that's really important is that you meet in person with the contractor and you're comfortable with them. You got to trust your instincts. You want the folks to come out, look at your property, give you a price for the work that's to be done, but you want to have a good relationship with that contractor and you need to feel comfortable with it. Those are all very important things hiring a contractor.
Some of this sounds overwhelming, but to simplify it, and I'm going to try to recap here,
Yes.
They should check with the PA Attorney General's site.
Right.
A contractor must be registered in Pennsylvania to do business. The homeowner should understand the scope of work and get a free estimate. All estimates should be free.
Correct.
And any work to be done should be written in a contract.
That's right. And so just before, we do have a brochure that lays this all out, because I know it's a lot of steps. So we do have that. We'll get that to folks. But yes, the next thing you have to do is get a written contract. And in that contract, you should have an approximate start and finish date. That's really, really important in a contract. Even if the finish date is so far away that you don't ever think that you'll reach that, it gives a definitive end date on a particular job. So we strongly recommend that. You also need a deposit schedule for money that you put down. And then we like to see that residents put down a third, pay a third partial way through the job, and then pay the final third payment when the job is completed to your satisfaction. So that's really important too, is the deposits and your pay schedule that you have, and that needs to be documented and laid out. anything that changes the price of the contract, unforeseen things, which definitely happen sometimes. It's not necessarily a scam that if they rip open a wall and find out that there's a mold condition or something else that'll take additional funding, that needs to be laid out in a contract in writing too for what the cost is. You both should sign that document so you have it written down for proof.
But one very important takeaway, and if people take away only one thing, that is if they're not sure, they can contact you.
Yes.
How do they do that?
Well, we really want folks to contact us before they hire anybody. We've got, again, this great brochure for free on our website, or we can mail it to you. We also have a database history of complaints that we have against businesses in Bucks County. And if you're hiring a home improvement contractor, we can tell you about those complaints that we have. And so we share that information. So that's really what we try to do, is to get out, get that information in advance. Folks can email us at consumerprotection@buckscounty.org is our email, or you can call us at 215-348-6060, and we'd be happy to help you before you hire a contractor, or even after. If you're having a problem, we can assist.
All right, that's excellent. And like always, I would like for you to have the last word, Mike. If there's anything that I've forgotten or any last tip that you want to leave our viewers, this is your chance.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks for getting the message out there. I think the thing that I would like residents to do your homework in advance, document your job. So it's really important you understand what you're asking for, document in writing your contract, and don't make the final payment until you do a checklist and walk through the job.
That's excellent. So this has been Matt Weintraub, Bucks County District Attorney. I've been joined by Mike Bannon, who is the head of Bucks County Consumer Protection. They do a fantastic job. I also would point out that Mike has been a guest with us before, so please check out our videos on other topics that are also listed on our website. And above all, be safe.